Sometimes I want a girlfriend, but then I see my homeboy sitting in the car looking like this.
I said, listen to me, listen. Man,
and I'd be like,
why, man?
Nah, I'm good.
Hey, stop hanging up. Let me talk.
I'm good.
Let me talk.
I'm good where I'm at.
Why you always acting like?
I went on a first date, and when I opened the door, my man was at my front door, and I was like, "Oh, like right." And then he hit me with the Rico. He pulled the flowers out, and I was like, "Wow, this is different, right?" So I'm not even paying attention. I brush past this, trying to walk down the steps and get to the door, right?
So you really are
Yes, she's a hoe.
Because I'm not paying attention. I'm just so not used to it, and it just hasn't I just didn't have a lot of practice. He opened my car door. I get inside. He closed the door. I immediately went to my group chat. It's weird. Did you say he opened your car door?
High five.
No. Now let me explain, right? Let me explain. By the time we got to the restaurant, my follow-up text was, y'all, that's my bad. I just realized and all that stuff we be talking about, we don't really want it. And I felt like he technically did everything that we be saying we be wanting. In my mind, instinctively, my first thought was, he corny.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Your thoughts ain't my thoughts. Bitch, I'm flowing straight from the survival scroll. Cut that bitch off.
The ultimate healing in the narcissistic relationship comes from a process called individuation. So imagine like a tree that's so shadowing that the plants under it can't grow because they're blocked from the sun. Our goal is to get you out of the shadow of their branches, to no longer have to serve as a psychological servitude to them, that you get to individuate. The problem is they don't want to hear it or see it. To remain sort of psychologically alive in a narcissistic relationship, you have to skirt a very challenging line of being authentic in other spaces, but not in that relationship, because your authenticity will be shaved away. But if you make it a very conscious act that I'm protecting myself right now, they don't get to see all of me.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? I texted my boyfriend last week to see if he wanted any snacks when I got off of work, because we will regularly do that for each other the days that we work late. Instead of responding with what tasty treats he wanted from the grocery store, he said that he really needed to tell me something, and that he needed space, and that he had gotten his own living spot. So I responded with, wait, what? Because we've lived together for 3 years. We have 2 dogs together. We're both on the lease of the house that we live in. There was no signs of him wanting to get his own apartment. We were cuddling earlier that day. We've been kissing, saying I love you, all the normal stuff. So you respond and say, wait, what? Can we talk about this? What's going on? They don't respond. So you text them again frantically, and you say, are you going to be home when I get there? And they say, no, I will not be home. And then all of your text messages start going green, and all of your calls start going to voicemail. So you think you've been blocked. So you get into your house, you find their house keys on the kitchen table, you go into their office/closet room thing, and all of their stuff is gone except for a couple ties in the closet, some papers nailed to the wall, some trophies, and a pile of hangers on the floor. And 8 hours ago, nothing was packed, everything was fine. So you freak out trying to get a hold of this person, thinking that they're dead. You try to contact their dad. Over a span of 3 days, you have not heard anything from this person since they last texted you, no, I will not be home. And you finally hear from them after 3 days, and they say that they still love you and that they want to talk, just not this weekend. And since then, the only communication you've had over the last couple of days is intermittent text messages in between them blocking and unblocking you.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
Listen, I know this content shit get to y'all head and whatever, cause y'all be having me on y'all man or whatever. She a gold digger. She only like niggas with money. Yeah. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no. Yeah. You got it. You own something.
I'm not going to waste my 3 hours mowing my lawn and all my acres of land. I'm going to pay somebody to do it. Am I less of a man?
If I'm paying a chef to cook, am I less of a woman?
If I value traditional values and you ain't present anything else.
Traditionally, a man should know how to change a tire.
Women don't want to watch the kids no more. They want nannies watching the kids. Women don't want to cook no more. They want a chef. They want to lay up and get by dildo and roses and then want the
And
nigga to still be
again-
paying for everything.
And
Fuck
again,
outta
I
here.
feel like
Yo, if I wild them, y'all, hold me accountable. That's all I need to know.
You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
See, the problem with this age is that all we know how to do is have transactional relationships. If you give me this, I'll give you that. If you do this for me, I'll do that for you. And as long as you have transactional relationships, those aren't real relationships. And some of you don't even know what I'm talking about because all you've ever seen was these swap shop relationships. You don't do nothing for me, I don't do nothing for you. If you help me, I'll help you. If you give me this, I'll give you that. You don't know how to love beyond transaction. But every now and then you got to test the love to see if it's just transactional. Do you love me as long as I put you in the house? Do you love me as long as I let you drive the car? If I take the car, will I lose you? Because transactional relationships do not last.
Yeah, I just want to make this compilation real quick because dating in 2023 has become transactional. You know, it's become where the men are talking about they don't want to pay for this or pay for that, and then the women are talking about they expect this or that. They expecting this because the men already didn't put out this standard of actually taking care of the woman for so many years. It's been ingrained in us to do so. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no problem doing it. It's just what we do. Now, when women are just taking advantage of the situation because they expect men to pay for this or pay for that or take them here or take them there, then it just becomes straight transactional and there's no recourse. There's nothing that comes back to the man or anything like that. So it's really not even transactional. It's one way. It's a one way thing. It's direct, straight payment, you know. And it's all for company. It's all for somebody to just come and chill out and do whatever, you know. And as you're chilling out and shit and trying to get to know each other, they expect you to just keep on dumping money into the situation. If it's paying for drinks or paying for whatever excursion that we're going on, or you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They coming out with lists and all kind of stuff these days. So you know, it depends what a man really want to go through because these women these days are going to hit you upside the head with all kind of extra ass expectations that you wasn't even expecting. You know, you took her out to a movie, and next thing you know, it wasn't good enough. You was expected to order the large popcorn instead of the small. If you get the small, you a loser. Like if you pay on with this credit card or a debit card, you're a loser. If you're doing it's going to forever be a thing. It doesn't seem like it's going to be lighting up no time soon. From the older women saying it to now all the way to a teenager saying it, you know. It's an echo chamber where they're at and they're listening to the same ass shit. You know, if it's 3, 4 women in the house and they're all talking the same thing, then that's what the younger generation gonna believe. You know, can't even hold them accountable for it no more because it just seems to be the norm. You know, and if it's the norm, then you're the only one. You're the outlier that doesn't make sense anymore. You're the one that's speaking out on something that everybody else is for. So, you know, it's just as simple as you saying you don't want to wear the mask and everybody else is like, protect yourself, you know. Um, this is just what you're going to have to go through if you believe in traditional relationships and you think that you could actually find somebody that's wholesome out here that actually want to learn and know somebody these days, you know. People are more transactional. They're just trying to get what they can get and move on about the situation. But you know, we're going to have to keep on pressing our issue and keep on saying that it's benefit to a traditional relationship, it's benefits to, you know, people doing their own thing, you know. But if you guys want to actually figure it out and come together on something, that'll be your best bet, you know. Partnership always work throughout years and years of civilization. It's hard to do anything alone, but it is what it is. They say if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to, what is it? Go a long time, go far, then you go with somebody. But it is what it is. Silence is acceptance, and we ain't having it. Like, comment, subscribe.